Welkom bij de Weekend Special, die vandaag geheel in het teken staat van UB40. Toen de band onlangs in Nederland was voor 2 concerten in Ahoy, heeft Bridget ze opgezocht. En een verslag daarvan kun je nu gaan bekijken. En natuurlijk komen er ook veel clips voorbij van UB40 en een aantal live nummers die we voor je hebben opgenomen in Ahoy. En er komt in de komende 2 uur ook een prijsvraag voorbij, waarbij je cd's en concertkaartjes kan winnen. Blijf dus kijken. UB40.
Je begrijpt natuurlijk dat ik even naar binnen ben gesneakt in dit hele luxueuze hotel. Want hier zijn de heren van UB40. Dat is me verteld. Ik weet niet of je het weet, ik zal het vast even uitleggen. UB40 zijn heren die al 20 jaar in het vak zitten. Ze maken reggae-achtige muziek. En het betekent unemployment benefit. Dus als je een uitkering krijgt in Engeland, dan moet je een unemployment benefit Form 40, geloof ik, invullen. En dat moesten zij 20 jaar geleden ook, want ze hadden geen baan. En toen dacht de ene, maar ik kan best een beetje lekker zingen, laten we er wat mee doen. En ze zijn hier binnen. 2 zijn er. Brian Travers, die doet de saxofoon en het arrangement van al de blaasinstrumenten. En Ellie Campbell, dat is natuurlijk de leadzanger, die kennen we allemaal. Ik kan ze ook een zetje geven, dan ben ik legendarisch natuurlijk. Hello guys.
Hello Bridget.
What are you doing? How are you?
Just discussing
What?
the canals and just how much we love Amsterdam.
Why? Only because of the canals?
No.
How did you get in
Oh,
that
you
room?
never find out.
Who gave you the key?
Nobody. It was open.
somebody did.
No, it was open.
We were just discussing how much we love Amsterdam.
But why? Only because of the canals?
No, because of the tulips. Right? That's the main reason. We love the tulips as
I
well, right?
understand.
You know,
And-
it's been 5 years since we've been on the road. And since we played, you know, we played last night in Rotterdam. We're playing again tonight. It's just fantastic to be doing it again.
How's the audience in Holland?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wonderful. We have a good audience everywhere. Everybody's always nice to us.
And can you maybe think of an age of the audience?
I think they're mostly in their 50s.
Really?
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, because I think there's a whole new generation who wants to know about
And there's lots of
UB40.
young kids. And then there's people kind of our age, you know, 30s, 40s. And it's kind of cool, you know. They're all dancing.
Because I think the whole new generation who is like 15 or maybe 16, 17 don't know UB40 from the early 80s.
No, but the thing is, they know their music, and the music that we've been promoting, you know, for the last 18 years. You know, reggae music and dub music. You know, that's what kids are into now. You know, the new generation, as you call them. How old are you, by the way?
I'm 24.
Oh, she's
But
a
I do
baby,
know the
baby,
early
baby.
UB40. I do know that.
Yeah. Well, you know, they reckon what they say is that in Holland, every household should have one UB40 record. You know, because
I have one.
There you go.
I have one.
Yes.
You know,
And that's the new one as well. That's the
Yeah,
new.
it is.
That's the new one. Yeah. Well done. See, so you're hip.
Yes, I
It's,
am.
you know, well, we're in UB40. We kind of play for our audience. It's getting older with us as well, and there's new kids coming along. But then me and Ali, we live in Jamaica in a place called a Rockabessa. We have a recording studio there.
Is that one from Bob Marley that you bought with Siggy Marley, or is
It's
it
a
another
separate
one?
one. We were in that place, but we moved on because Rita's come back and she's going to take over the place, Rita Marley, and get it working again for the local, you know. But we've got a little studio in a Rockabessa and a label called a Rockabessa Records, and we're making tons of dancehall stuff. We made 8 albums, like Don Ute, Rapper Robert, Culture Black, all like the Doyens, you know, the bad boys of dancehall. You know, like the Scare Them Crew, Monster Shack, Mad Cobra, Beanie Man, all them guys. So you know, we're kind of playing on stage in UB40 and producing teenage music. Was that your foot?
Yeah,
then?
it's okay.
I was just
It's
sticking
from
the boots
steel.
on,
No,
Bridget.
it's steel, so you can stand on it
Just-
actually, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great boots.
Good,
man.
eh? Well, you don't
No,
weigh
so,
that
you know,
much, so.
we're really lucky. 20 years in of being in UB40, and we're working with the old guys who are 20 years older than us, like John Holt and
Like
Ken
how many
Wills.
band members? Like 8?
8, 2 extra guys on horns. But see all these tracks on Labour of Love. We didn't write any of these. They're all
They're
old
all
reggae
covers,
classics.
yeah.
So then we took the master tracks to Jamaica, to our studio, and we got the original guys to come and sing their songs on the backings.
Really?
So, yeah, so you know, we got a beautiful relationship with the original
That's a great
guys.
honour for UB40 even.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. And Ken Booth came and sung with us in Brixton, and Winston Francis, and Winston Groovy, and John Holt. So it's beautiful, really. You know, it's kind of, we finally feel we've arrived now. It's our first band. It's the only band we've ever been in.
Very true, Brian.
It's gone.
People say, you know, like you know, a lot of people, journalists like yourself, say, you know, what are you going to do now that you've been doing it for 18 years and you've sold 40 million records? You know, where'd you go from here? But
Just spend your money, I think.
No. We spent that already. No, we did that already. But no, what it is we've just arrived. We've arrived now at, you know, a place where we can work with our heroes, you know, people like Sly and Robbie and John Holt and Ken Booth. And at the same time, me and Brian are working with Monster Shack and Scare Them, Tony Curtis and Mr. Vegas, and all that, you know. So we're kind of we're at every level of reggae music.
But is there a possibility that you can that you make numbers on your own later on in the future, or is it all covers from now on?
No,
but maybe that's in the past.
No, but that's all right. We made 18 albums.
Yeah.
And whenever anybody ever said, what were your influences? So years ago, you know, like 15 years ago, 16 years ago, we made a record of our influences and we put a list down that was maybe 200 songs. And we could only play then the easiest ones. So that was Labour of Love 1. And now we're on the third Labour of Love. And it's not that that's all we do. It's just these are some of our favourite songs. And we play music every day. And sometimes it's just nice to play your favourite tunes.
But what do you like better?
Out of 18 albums, there's only 3 albums.
I know, darling, but the latest one is also a cover album. So that's why I'm asking, of course.
Yeah.
So, you know, we don't see any ego in it. We don't have to write the songs to do them, as long as the tunes are good. And I figured, you know, reggae is nothing if we don't support it. No music lives forever, you know, lives unless the musicians support it and play it and recognise how great these guys are.
Every 5 years there's a comeback from reggae, I believe. It stays for ages and ages.
Every 5 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess so. You know why? It's
Because it was 5 years ago that you were in Amsterdam.
Because
so.
it's not, it's reggae music is a real music form. It's like rhythm and blues or jazz or something like that, right? It's also reggae, and especially dub, has influenced contemporary pop music more than anything else in the last 25 years. Yeah, man. You wouldn't have any of your techno or your dance or your hip hop and your up
Without
drop.
that,
Of course you wouldn't.
It's good to be in Bombay, man.
There's no place in the world like Bombay.
I said the train is a-coming now. I said the train is a-coming, baby. I said the train is a-coming now. I said the train is a-coming, baby. I said the train is a-coming now. I said the train is a-coming, baby. I said the train is a-coming now. I said the train is a-coming, baby. I said the train is a-coming now. I said the train is a-coming, baby. I said the train is a-coming now. I said the train is a-coming, baby. I said the train is a-coming now.
Three single of this album has been released, 2 in Holland actually.
As if, which one's in Holland?
The latest one is The Train is
The
Coming.
Johnny Osborne. Did he release the Johnny Osborne one, Come Back Darling?
Yes.
Yeah,
But
and now
not
the
Hol-
Train is coming, a
not Holly
Campbell
Holly.
song.
No,
Huh?
no.
Well, you
Holly-
just missed out then, didn't you? You know? But The Train is Coming, The Train is Coming is the new single.
Ken Booth,
And that's
yeah.
by Ken Booth. And Ken Booth, let me tell you, man, he just had his 51st birthday last week.
He looks
And
about 25.
He looks about 50. He looks younger than you, honey.
No.
Trust me, he does, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Where does he
Yeah, he's
live?
not as cute as you.
Oh,
But
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, no, he's damn ugly, but he
shot-
looks young. But he looks
We
young.
shot the video for it in Bombay in India. He's a bad boy. You know, me and him went to school with each other when we were like this.
Really? And
Me
you're
and
still
me
with
and
him?
Sat together in school, yeah.
Unbelievable. I met him like for 5 minutes.
He used to bunk
Get
off
sick of it.
school. He wouldn't go into school. He used to say, "Come with me to look at the cake shop." You know, like in
I
cartoon
can
books.
see the reflection in his glass. Okay. I saw what you did behind
I'm
me.
just chilling, I'm chilling.
Okay, you were in India, in Bombay, for the
Yeah,
video.
we shot a video for Trying His Cup. Maybe you can show it on the show. I don't know.
Of course.
But we went to Bombay and played a gig to like 60,000 people. And
Yo, the gig was to 45,000 people, but the night before we played the Bollywood Awards.
Yeah.
That was to 78 million people. All right. Yeah, man, that was the biggest gig I ever did.
How
yeah,
does
man.
it feel? Like jumping off a balcony?
I don't know. No,
That's what it
you know,
sounded like.
It felt really good. It felt really good. Yeah, man. But it's just to play, you know, a show when you know that 78 million people are watching it, you know, is a bit crazy. You know.
Do you
what I
still
mean?
get nervous then, if you know that?
Yeah, I'm shy. You know me. I'm really shy. You know.
Well, I don't notice that right now, but I
Yeah.
believe you. Maybe on stage you're really shy.
Yeah, we
No,
still
in
get
real
nervous.
life I'm shy.
Still get-
Really?
But that's
Oh,
part
yeah.
of the gig, you know. If you're not nervous and you're not watching what you're doing, you know, you have to work hard to get the best. And the audience can always tell if you don't mean it.
That's true.
So yeah, we get scared. We shit ourselves.
Good. Okay, well, we're gonna watch later on, of course, the show in Ahoy in Rotterdam. Can you
Fantastic.
tell me why you're staying in Amsterdam while the gigs are in Rotterdam?
Because we love Amsterdam so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
And
Simple
we've been
as
on
that.
the road for a
We
few
love
weeks and
Amsterdam.
so our wives and families have come out and they want to go shopping in Amsterdam. And Rotterdam's cool, you know, but there's just more to do here, that's all.
Okay, well, we join you in Rotterdam, so have a good
Fantastic.
time tonight, and maybe we will talk to each other later
Come
on.
back,
Are you
why
going
don't
to
you,
come and see the show?
why don't you come backstage
cool.
and film backstage? When you come and see us before the show.
Okay.
If
we
you
will.
want to, I mean, come down if you want. It'd be good, you know, it'd be good to just see it all candidly. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for the invitation,
No
and we
problem,
will be
man.
there.
Thank you,
UB40.
Bridget.
Tenderly she swipes, forgiving by mistake. Getting her to love me was my biggest break. Every place I go, she's inside of me. Giving up her love unconditionally. She shines the sun, she pours the rain. She touches me in places that I can't explain. She's got a phone hold on me. The kind of phone for which I never struggled free. Tell me what you know, tell me is it true? Do you really love me, girl, like I love you? Everything I say, everything I do is purely cause I'm aiming to get hold of you. People tell us she could do better than me, but she wouldn't necessarily be. We got a deal going on, you see, the two of us together for eternity. Tenderly she swipes, forgiving by mistake. Getting her to love me was my biggest break. Every place I go, she's inside of me, giving up her love unconditionally. biggest break. Every place I go, she's inside of me, giving up her love unconditionally. She shines the sun, she pours the rain, she touches me in places that I can't explain. She's got a powerful hold on me, the kind of world from which I never struggled free. Tell me what you know, tell me is it true? Do you really love me, girl, like I love you? Everything I say, everything I do is purely cause I'm aching to be full of you. People tell her she could do better than me, she wouldn't necessarily be. We got a thing going on, you see, the two of us together for eternity. Tenderly she smiles, forgiving my mistake. Getting her to love me was my biggest break. Every place I go, she's inside of me, giving up her love unconditionally.
All right, let me tell you this story,
Bridget.
right? Yeah, you got to get this right. This is
Okay.
a true story, right?
Okay.
Now, I'm on tour. Me and Brian
This is a true story.
Me and
True
Brian used to
story.
share a room together, right?
Yeah.
When we were on tour, and we booked into this hotel room.
In New York at the airport.
Yes, we got into this hotel room, and we opened up the drawers to see what was in there, and there was all this lingerie, you know, like.
But vibrators and books.
And all this, yes. Obviously, they were like it was
Like a prostitute
A prostitute
had the
had been
room or
there, right? So, me
I
and
went for a
Brian.
shower, right?
Hang on, mate, get out of here. I'll tell you. I'll tell the story.
okay.
So me and Brian, right, went. Oh, we could. And started putting on all these stupid clothes, right? I had to open crotch knickers, peephole bra, and all this. And, right,
was really
just
disgusting,
be silly,
it was hairy
right?
and
So
that,
then,
yeah.
you know what he's done? He's gone like this. He's knocked on the door like this. He's
Opposite, Robin was standing in the door across the corridor.
Yeah.
So I've gone to the door to open it. He's opened the door and pushed me out. He's closed the door.
With the bra on.
Yes, with all the things on, right? So I'm standing there going, please let me back in. Right?
A 200 Japanese guys got out of the lift.
Yeah, as I'm banging on the door saying, please let me in, bro, please let me back in.
And he's
here."
really hairy, right? And he had stockings on and it was horrible.
Oh my God,
Okay,
it's
no worries.
Yeah, man,
disgusting.
all these Japanese tourists, it went bing, and the lift opened, and I'm standing there going, oh, I don't believe this.
And they have cameras all over the Japanese, so
You know
they
what I'm
took
saying?
pictures.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you.
Okay, Bridget, you're watching. It's your first time. Musical magic on television. Now, don't take your eyes off for
Go
a
for it,
second,
Brian.
right?
Okay.
You're watching? Oh, fucking fantastic, eh?
Wow.
Now, would you like to check that out, Bridget?
Okay.
The last time I did that trick, somebody blew the nose on it, and it was like a rock for about 2 weeks.
Can you make it disappear as
Okay,
well?
now watch. Don't blink for a second. Don't blink. Bridget, would you blow on that, please?
Boy,
Thank you.
yeah.
You like that, yeah?
So that's what you're doing all day when you're on tour.
Nothing else to do. It's pretty sad, isn't it, Bridget? Look at us. We've been knocking about together since we were in school,
Yeah.
and we're still doing the same thing.
I'm still enjoying it.
Beautiful, yeah. It's wonderful.
Great.
Music, you know, just a simple thing of music has took us all over the world and taken us from where we came from and seeing everything because of music.
What's the most important thing you learned because you are a musician?
Well, you know, whenever you're somewhere and something great happens, you go, oh God, I wish my mate could see me now. Well, all 8 of my friends are here, our gang from when we were kids. And we see famous film stars and they talk to us and we go,
If they could see me now, da, 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 da. If they could see me now.
But it's like that, it's beautiful, beautiful. Just simple music, you know.
I'm glad that I can join you just
You're
for
the
one
luckiest
day.
guys in the world.
Yeah. They know. They know. Labor of Love Part
But
3.
anyway,
Hi, Bridget, thanks for taking the time. Coming
Thank
and
you
seeing
for
us.
taking the time.
Yeah.
See you later on. UB40.
mate. See you at the gig.
it's an underwear thing, dudes. And that's the word. I can't believe it.
He's talking about my underwear all the time.
Yes, I'm
What do you
busted.
think?
Yeah, what's...
What do you think what color I'm wearing? Black? No.
All right, white.
That's wrong.
It's crispy white. Very white. Very, very white.
Very white.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like that?
Egyptian silk.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Good to yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So where are we going?
We're gonna go to a coffee shop.
Okay.
Okay.
Watch out.
Whoa! I'm gonna get run over by a tram.
But it won't stop, you know. Okay, well, we will join you.
Oh well, that'd be lovely.
What do
I'll
you
buy
like
you a
about a
drink.
coffee shop? Besides, of course, what you're doing there.
Well, I go there to buy marijuana,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, as you know, UB40 are very into the legalised marijuana campaign.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's something we love about Holland
Yeah.
is the tolerance that the Dutch people have, the Dutch government has.
Do you think it works all over the world if you do it like this?
It would work all over the world, but nobody will allow it. You know. When I think about it, right, everything works in opposites. Okay, everything works in opposites, and you have the Dutch Afrikaans in South Africa, who are the most intolerant people, and then you have the Dutch people in Amsterdam, who are the most tolerant people, right? Opposites, right? And it's all down to let's have a spliff.
Yeah, we are tolerant, but not the taxi drivers. They aren't.
Oh, fuck the taxi
Yeah,
driver.
you have to watch out for them.
Get in.
In my kitchen,
Go, man.
strange affliction, wash over. To the sleeper, a moment in cry, gonna conquer the big sky.
Hey, go on.
Dat is spontaan. Hè?
Need all kind of, let's go, we know we're gonna make it.
See them a lot in Amsterdam. They're good, actually.
I love it. Yeah, man. That's something I'm into, you know. It's like when we go to South America and see like the street musicians. They're the best musicians in the world.
Yeah.
I believe. You know what I mean? And they wear really nice underwear. Trust me.
Oh my God. What are you wearing, actually?
I'll show you if you want.
Let's show the audience.
There's fucking boxer shorts.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
That's that'd be Calvin Klein.
But why not a tight one? Why a big one?
Hey.
You need a big
Hey,
one, of
come
course.
on.
I'm sorry.
What a stupid question.
Yeah.
Yo, you do underwear, you know?
Yeah,
you know
I'm
what I mean?
sorry.
Yeah, I can't wear tight trousers with such an enormous penis, obviously.
Yeah, well, you're not so tall, so I thought maybe.
No, don't be
Yeah.
ridiculous. Don't you don't know the legend of Ali Campbell? Are you mad?
No, I don't know, but I think I gotta.
I'll show you. We'll go to the coffee shop first and I'll show you
Okay.
then, right? The lekker ding nemen. That'll be cool.
Volgens mij zijn we er al voorbij, hoor.
Yeah, I'll be back.
They're your fans, and you just push them away.
No, they're my friends. Yeah, for you, I'd do anything.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'd wear your lingerie.
You did that before already in New
Yeah,
York.
I know,
so.
yeah.
And you didn't know the girl.
Been there, done it. Oh no,
No.
and that's a
That's
horrible
really
thing, isn't it?
disgusting,
Yeah, it's
actually.
nasty. It's
Yeah.
nasty, man. It's nasty.
So can you tell me something? Because you told me that you want to legalize cannabis all over the world.
Well, the thing is, you know, I don't want to legalize cannabis because I'm an anarchist and I don't believe in the law. I think the law is an ass and it's a load of shit. But I believe in trying to decriminalize cannabis so that we can grow it safely, you know, because I'm a farmer.
You are.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Well, why don't you live in Amsterdam then? Because
I would
it's
live
okay
here.
here.
I would live here in Amsterdam if it had the same weather as Jamaica. I would live here in Amsterdam. You know? I'll have a beer off you, mate.
Big one or small one?
A small one, please. I don't like to abuse alcohol. No, the thing is, that's a very good point. You see, it's like alcohol is legal, you know, and it is ridiculous and it's absurd. It's obscene that marijuana is not legal, you know, and You know, we all know why, the reasons, you know.
No, tell me, because I don't know why.
Well, you've got Philip Morris and all those companies. You've got all those you've got all those cigarette companies, right? You know, and it's not in their interest to promote marijuana, right? And you've got, you know, the alcohol people. You've got all these drug dealers, right? That deal in alcohol and deal in tobacco. And, you know, do you know if you touch nicotine like this, you die within 7 seconds? Do you know that?
No?
Yeah, man. Well, people should know that. It's about education, right? It's about educating people. It's not about telling people what they can't do. It's about telling them what it's about, you know. It's about educating people, right? No one's got the right to tell any other man what to do, right? It's like, I'm 40, you fucking...
You can say that. You're in on it. You can say that.
I'm 40 years old, right? And I've got, you know, 6 kids, and, you know, I'm a grown man, and nobody's going to tell me what to smoke or what to do and all
But
that.
what
you
if
know
your
what
children start smoking it?
I mean? Well, as long as I don't smoke tobacco, I'm okay.
Really, you think tobacco is worse because of the nicotine?
Of course it's worse. Of course it's worse, and it's been proven. You know, if you look at the World Health Organization report that came out, it took them 7 years to compile, and they were trying to find something, you know, negative about marijuana. Ain't nothing negative about marijuana. The only way that marijuana can harm you is if a ton of it drops on your head. You know what I mean?
Okay. So what would you do if your children start smoking cigarettes then?
I'd be very upset if my children started smoking cigarettes.
But are you going to say to them, you can't do that because it's bad for you?
Yes.
Although you just told me, nobody can tell me what to do.
No, for my children, right? Because I have to give them guidance, right? What I would say, I wanted to do that. I've been wanting to do that all day, man. Cut. Yeah.
So you do tell your children what to do?
No, I do not. No, I'll give them guidance, right? While my kids are in my custody and my care, I will not let them smoke tobacco. But they can smoke marijuana. We live in Jamaica, you know? And, you know,
But your kid is very young, or not?
I've got lots of kids.
Yeah, 6 you told me.
Yeah, I've got from 18 to 5 years old, you know.
Okay.
Obviously, I wouldn't encourage my 5-year-old to smoke marijuana, but I would certainly encourage, you know, my older children. Well, not encourage, but they will anyway, because it's a lifestyle, you know. That's how we live and grow around reggae music and all that, you know. As long as I don't like people dealing with alcohol or tobacco, you know, because they're very harmful to you, and marijuana is not harmful to you.
What about harder drugs?
No, I don't deal with drugs. I don't deal with drugs.
So you don't see marijuana as a drug, actually?
No, it's a healing of the nation, man. A drug? No, that's my staple diet, man, you know? And it's like, that's why I resent being told I can't smoke it, you know? That's why we get arrested all the time. That's why I don't really care, you know, that I get arrested and all that. And that's why we support the legalised marijuana campaign, you know?
Do you sometimes forget?
Even though we don't like to legalise anything, because we are anarchists after all.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hold your hand.
Yeah, I know. Do you sometimes forget getting out the soft drugs out of your back pocket before you go to another country?
No, never.
Oh, that's a good thing, because you have to watch out.
Well, no, I don't care. No, I will smoke my ganja and I'll take it anywhere. And if they want to arrest me, they can arrest me, because it's ludicrous.
So you do bring it to other countries? You take it with you?
I don't think I should say that and film, you know. But
well, they're not gonna follow you around.
What? Oh, yes, they do.
Yeah, they
Trust
do.
me. You know. What it is, I don't care. You know, it's what I choose to do, as a grown-up man. You know, and as an adult, and as a very well thought out, anarchist adult. You know.
Can I ask you something? Did you smoke a large joint before you started Red in the Kitchen, or afterwards?
I never smoke anything or drink anything before the show, because I know that people have paid to see a show, so I wouldn't go on stage out of my face.
In this condition?
No. In what condition?
Well,
Oh yeah, I'm going like
drinking
no,
and
I'm always like this.
Oh,
honey.
okay.
Oh, no, this is me normally.
Yeah.
No, I would never, go on stage drunk or stoned because the people have paid to see me to perform, But afterwards,
Party time.
afterwards is a different kettle of fish, man. That's the word.
What did you do last night after the show?
I'm not allowed to say.
No?
No, not even in Holland, man.
No?
Oh no.
Was it that bad?
No, it was that good. That's
Okay,
right.
okay. What time were you laying in bed?
I got up at 6:30. That man from Virgin Records with the big ears got me up. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think you're now in a position to smoke your smoke and do whatever you want.
Well, no, because I've got a show to do tonight. Ah, you see? And being a consummate professional, right, I will not do that,
Okay.
So, but if I could meet you later on, that would be cool.
Yeah, because I will be backstage before the show.
All right.
Yeah, great, huh?
Close your eyes, close the door. You don't have to worry anymore. I'll be your baby tonight. Shut the light, shut the shade. You don't have to be afraid. I'll be your baby tonight. Oh, well, the mockingbird's gonna sail away. We're gonna forget it. Big old moon's gonna shine like a spoon. Oh, we're gonna let it. You won't regret it. Kick your shoes off. Do not fear. Bring that bottle over here. I'll be your baby tonight. Be my baby. Be my baby. Be my baby. Be my baby. I'll be your baby tonight. Well, the mockingbird's gonna sail away. We're gonna forget it. Big old moon gonna shine like a spoon. We're gonna let it. You won't regret it. Kick your shoes off. Do not fear. Bring that bottle over here. I'll be your baby tonight. Be my baby. Be my baby. Be my baby. Be my baby. I'll be your baby tonight. I'll be your baby tonight. I'll be your baby tonight.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you were talking about South Africa and you're really upset about, well, actually everything in South Africa because it doesn't work the way it is. But what did you saw on the news? You did see a guy who were kicked to death? Were you upset by that?
Well, no, but the recent news thing with the police. I mean, I'm not surprised. right? I know that. And that's one of the things that is, you know, when you go around the world and you see, you know, you see things like in Peru and in, you know, South Africa and all that, right? And it hurts, man. And it's like, you know it's there, but I wish I'd never seen it myself, you know? I wish I had never seen these things myself, you know? And I think the recent thing with the South African police kicking people to death in the streets, and it was put on the film, you know? I'm glad that it's highlighted, but I just think it's ridiculous that people didn't know that was going on already, you know?
Of course
That
they
happens
do now.
every night, you know, every
But
day.
people close their eyes, don't they?
They do, yeah, man.
Do you know why? Are they scared?
Yes, I think so, you know. I think that's exactly what it is, you know. I think it's fear. I think that's what, you know, racism is fear. It's about fear, you know. Can I just get this? Why don't you look good?
What was it?
Yeah, the little. It's okay.
Gone?
You look beautiful now.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, can you do something as a very famous person
No.
who made music?
No.
You can't do anything
Yeah,
about it?
let me tell you, we can't change anything by singing about it, you know? And we'd be very silly and very naive to think that we could.
But why not? You get some attention from people, even from younger people who maybe don't know the
you get
problems.
attention, but you know what happens, right? The way I see it, I've only got one eye, by the way.
Yeah.
But the way I see it is that by demonstrating, like people do, all they're doing is perpetuating a myth, right? The myth that is democracy or whatever, you know, that you're supposed to be allowed to demonstrate, you know, against things and to shout about what you feel, but it doesn't make any difference, right? What you're actually doing by doing that is playing into their hands, you know, into their hands.
Explain.
I'm explaining.
No, into their hands.
I'm explaining very badly.
Okay,
That's all.
okay,
No.
okay. I'll give you the time.
I will explain. Yeah. Well, thank you, sweetie. Right. What it is that, you know, we grew up, you know, we grew up fighting the National Front, you know, and we actually ended up physically fighting the National Front, you know, when we were kids and all that, right? And then we suddenly realised that we were becoming them. We were becoming thugs. We were kicking people and punching people, you know. And it's like we were becoming them, okay? Now, as far as demonstrating goes, right, in the whole of the Western world, right, they lie about democracy, right? You're supposed to have a vote or you're supposed to have a say in what goes down, but you haven't. You can run up your mouth, you can sing songs about it, you can go on demonstrations. It's not going to change anything, you understand? And it's a self-righteous thing, you know? You know, young kids especially, you know, want to change the world, you know, all the time. But they're allowed to you know, vent anger and to go on demonstrations and to shout, we don't want this, we don't want that. But it doesn't mean anything, you know, because all the decisions are already made, you know. So it's basically perpetuating a myth, the myth that is democracy, right? You know, I'm an anarchist, you know, so I know it's a myth.
It's easy
somehow a way, even though it's maybe not possible, to change it just a little bit. Not by music, you told me, not by demonstrating, but how can we change it? I mean, we're all people, even...
Of course, we're all people.
Even the most powerful man.
Yeah, nobody can change what goes down. It's all about money and arms and tobacco, you know, and there's no love there at all. And if we all had, you know, some love and all realised that we're all the most beautiful thing that ever happened, there wouldn't be a problem, is it?
So is reggae actually all about love?
No. Reggae music is about love, but you know, you get different lyrics, you know? And I would like to concentrate on lyrics about love, you know what I mean? But you know, you got Rastafari, and you got 12 Tribes, you got Bubba Dread, you know, you got all these different, you know, aspects of reggae. But what reggae is a bass line and a beat, and it's a beat that transcends everything. I think that anywhere in the world you go, people will know where you're coming from if you're playing that beat. You know what I mean? They'll know that you're, you know, a roughneck chicken. You know, pop pop.
Do you think everybody understands reggae music?
Yeah.
Even though some people don't feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's right.
How?
I think everybody knows. People who don't feel reggae music are afraid of it, you see. Right?
Are afraid of what?
They're afraid of it.
Oh, really?
They're afraid of it. People who don't understand it, right? And people who witness the love that everybody else has for reggae music, right? They're afraid of it because it's a big love thing.
Too much love.
Yeah, man. Listen, we've got to talk about this privately. Not just me.
Well, you're doing really good. I mean, you're explaining me.
Well, I'm trying to, yeah, but I'm not the most eloquent of people, right? I believe the words get in the way. You know, when you're trying to talk to somebody, the words always get in the way, don't they? You know, and if you're in Japan or something and people don't understand it, or somewhere where they don't understand the lingua, the words will always get in the way, right? But you see I'm a good eye, you know, and you hear my bass and you know where I'm coming from, and that's what I'm saying. It's like reggae music, it brings people together like that, right? All over the world, wherever where UB40 have played, and we have played everywhere, you know, is we have the same reaction because people know that we've been through, you know, we've been through the mill, you know, and we're from a working class or non-working class background.
So how did you came in contact with reggae? I mean, you're from England. How did you came?
Well, if you went to Birmingham in England and you picked 8 people out of where we come from that look like us, you know, we're a very, you know, obvious mix of people that look mostly Asians, Jamaicans, Irish and Scottish. Yeah, no English.
No.
No, we don't like the English.
You got a smile so bright, you know you could have been a candle. I'm holding you so tight, you know you could have been a handle. The way you swept me off my feet, you know you could have been a broom. And baby, it sounds so sweet, you know you could have been some perfume. Well, you could have been anything that you wanted to. I can tell you, the way you do the things you do. Alright, the way you do the things you do. As pretty as you are, you know you could have been a flower. Your good looks were many, you know you could have been an hour. The way you stole my heart, you know you could have been a groove. And baby, you're so smart, you know you could have been a school boo. Well, you could have been anything that you wanted to. I can tell you, the way you do the things you do. Alright, the way you do the things you do. You make my life so rich. You know you could have been some money. And baby, you're so sweet. You know you could have been some money. Well, you could have been anything that you wanted to. I can tell the way you do the things you do. Alright, the way you do the things you do. As pretty as you are, you know you could have been a flower. Your good looks were mending. You know you could have been an hour. The way you stole my love, you know you could have been a groove. And baby, you're so smart. You know you could have been a schoolboy. Well, you could have been anything that you wanted to. I can tell the way you do the things you do. Alright, the way you do the things you do. The way you do the things you do. Alright, the way you do the things you do. The way you do the things you do. Alright, the way you do the things you do. You make my life so sweet. Alright, the way you do the things you do. You make my life so sweet. You make my life so sweet. The way you do the things you do.
Okay, please, because you're telling me about the eye. I know it, but they don't know what's happened to your eyes. One,
I'm blind in this.
see,
I'm
yeah.
blind in this eye, yeah.
how come?
But I see twice as much with this eye. Sparkle
Yeah, well,
of
I want
my
to know the
eye.
dirty story behind the other one.
No, I was
You were
hit.
in a fight?
Yes, I was hit with a glass when I
Oh,
was.
really? You were really in a fight?
17 years old, yeah, and me and Earl, the bass player, who's now the bass player, I got hit in the face with a beer glass, you know, a big beer glass, and I lost the sight of my eye, and that's yeah, suck, and that's how we started the band really, because I got some compensation money, you know, yeah, man.
So you were aggressive when you were 17?
No, we weren't aggressive. Yeah, we were kind of aggressive, I don't know. But we were aggressive for all the right reasons, you know. We were aggressive because we were in the anti-Nazi league and rock against racism and all that, right? But after a while, you know, we realised that we were doing the wrong thing. Kicking policemen isn't a good way to go.
No, you just told me you do the same then as they do.
Yeah, exactly. And then we became as low and as stupid as them, you know. And I believe that, you'll love this one. You're filming it there, man. I believe that reactionary behaviour comes from orgastic impotence, you know. And like, you never see a man who's got a big penis fighting, right? Because he doesn't have to, right? I'm telling you, don't call me a wanker, right? No, it's true, right?
But you told me you've got a big one, so...
Yeah, man, but...
You're referring to yourself?
But I used to fight as well, so it's a bit of a dichotomy, isn't it, honey? You know what I mean? What it is, reactionary behaviour, you know. I think that people that aren't happy within themselves are going to, take that out on other people, you know. And I know that to be the truth as it happens, you know. Because I'm older than you.
Yes, you are. You're twice my age, actually.
Yeah, man. Am I? Right now. Sparkle, man. Yeah, man. But do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
I think that people who aren't happy within themselves, and especially men, who aren't, doing it in the sack, they have to go out and hit people, right? Have you ever met anybody who's in love, right? Who goes around knocking people and punching people? No, because they're too happy, right? It's the unhappy people that are not in love and that can't be in love, and right, that vent their anger, you know.
So you're a happy person, actually.
Yeah, man. I've always been happy. I was happy when I was violent, actually. Yeah, hang on. I haven't said this right. I'm not the most
but then you were
eloquent
younger,
of...
so...
Hey?
Then you were younger.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And I'm nothing but a big something. You know what I mean?
What other language do you speak?
I speak Arabic. I speak Punjabi. And that's about it. I speak Patois because I live in Jamaica. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like I hate white people in England that speak like Jamaicans. when I don't live in Jamaica. That annoys me.
But you haven't always lived in Jamaica.
But 12 years I've been living there. So.
But now you're telling me that you hated yourself as well when you like Jamaica but living in England.
No, that's not what I said. Go, say it again.
No, you do understand me.
No, what am I saying?
You just told me that I hate English people who talk like Jamaican people don't live there.
Yeah.
But you haven't lived in Jamaica for
12 years?
Yeah, so you're
12
40,
years
so.
I've been living in Jamaica.
Yeah,
No,
but before
I have
that?
been living in. No, but before.
You were also an Englishman.
Yes, I am an Englishman.
Yeah, talking
and
Jamaican.
you will notice that I never, in UB40 lyrics or anything like that, I never speak in Jamaican patois, right? Because I find that patronising, right? But because I live there,
Now
then
you do
obviously
speak.
I have to. Yeah, man. It's like no, but I have to. It's like if I was in Holland, you know, I would be very rude not to speak Dutch. Yeah, you know, and I'd be very rude not to speak Pakistani if I was in Pakistan. Right? So from you live in a place, yeah, you should speak the lingua.
So now you're allowed to speak patois. But do you
Patois.
patois? How do you say it?
Patois.
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 But are you going to sing like that as
hang on,
well or not?
No, say patois.
Patois.
And now whisper. Patois. And now mime.
Yeah, right.
That's what?
In another lifetime.
Give me 5 on there.
Het moet natuurlijk even goed ingeblazen worden. Het is echt een paar minuten voordat ze opgaan. 5 denk ik, dus het is nu heel erg spannend. En het vaste ritueel is dan dat ze hier even tegenaan gaan. Nou, we gaan even meegenieten.
That's as good as it gets tonight. No, I'm all right. Scales, that's the secret. Practice your scales.
Nutrition loves my head. Eyes are black and light, they're trading underprivileged. The bigger around the corner in no one's paradise. I'm the child that never learned to read, 'cause no one's paid the time. Number around the league, even though I don't exist, nobody knows me, but I'm always a statistical reminder of a world that doesn't care. the bitch, your mind and license to the gun. Beside a bruised old lady, and I in a slum. I'm a middle-aged businessman with chronic heart disease. I'm another teenage suicide. In the street there is no safety. The number on a league. Even though I don't exist, nobody knows me, but I'm always a statistical reminder of a world that doesn't exist. The refugee without a home. I was trying to make some value, I'm a pensioner alone. The country in space is covering a year. I'm another hungry baby, yeah, and I cheated a person. A number on a league. Even though I don't exist, nobody knows me, but I'm always a statistical reminder of a world that doesn't exist. Doesn't care. sandy sky. Come back, darling, give me another try. I'll make you satisfied. You must have broke your word, little lie. And the boys used to say you look better in the dark. But now they give up. They learned in school to be somewhere in the dark. And you, oh yes, good. The teacher would ask a question, and you would always raise your head. You never got your turn. My heart should feel with water inside and burn. Oh, you're only girl. You used to be so lonely. You're a beautiful woman. Oh, only girl. Only girl. You used to be so lonely. You're a beautiful woman. Oh, only girl. A boy you used to sit beside you. He liked to own up places, all like to do. Oh, you were beautiful to me. You had an eye no one could ever see. Oh, yes you did. Only girl, you used to be so lonely. You don't know you don't know Homely girl, you used to be so lonely. You're a beautiful woman. Oh, homely girl. Homely girl, you used to be so lonely. So lonely. You're a beautiful woman. Oh, only girl. Only girl. Used to be so lonely. You're a beautiful woman. Oh, only girl. Yeah. You're a beautiful woman. The way that you make me feel, and it's burning deep down inside, a love that I cannot hide. I know it's you and me, baby. They make this girl
All right, Adam, it's lovely to be here again. See if you know this one.
We geven dus 10 maal het album Labor of Love deel 3 weg. En we hebben 5x2 concertkaartjes voor het Goffertparkconcert op 11 juli aanstaande in Nijmegen. En het enige dat je daarvoor hoeft te doen is de volgende vraag te beantwoorden. Welke kleur had het zakdoekje dat Brian Travers, de saxofonist, wegtoverde? Als je dat weet, stuur je antwoord naar The Weekend Special UB40, postbus 990 1400 AZ in Bussum. Dit was The Weekend Special. Graag tot de volgende keer.
This is the music factory.